fitting that it's these two teams today on this field in the last championship game?
Well, yeah, I think there's a fitting nature to that. I think you could describe a number of other matchups that would be just as interesting, but this is obviously a high-profile matchup of two teams that have had many classic games in the past, and probably will have another one tonight.
Dan, I was flipping through the internet somewhere this week, and I came across what appeared to be an official Big 12 schedule for the conference basketball tournament. It's got the women and the men finishing on Saturday, this coming March. Has that been determined, or I hadn't seen that announced? Is that a change?
I think yes, that is a change, and we are going to do it on the same day. And so it's the first year that we're doing that. I think the feeling is that having the women's game the day after the men's game may not lead to as many fans staying around for that would be with one of the teams that might be in the men's championship. So this gives the best opportunity for that exposure.
Is it still a contentious matchup today in the sense that you might have extra security here or anything along those lines?
Extra security for the fans or
Just the game and yourself for that matter. I mean, was there any concern going into this game?
But not, there's been some, obviously my wife wasn't excited about some of the messages that I've received, but, and we have security for this every year. The fan bases seem to be terrific with each other, and I think that's going to continue. As I said, and you walked in late, but I said that, the small number in comparison to the great number of Nebraska fans who have done some things that probably are not appropriate in the last couple of weeks. I don't think there's we've checked out a lot of that. We're checking out those issues, and I feel comfortable and safe here.
But no additional security day in light of that?
We'll have a little bit of additional security, but not significant.
Something that keeps on, that Husker fans seem to really have a problem with is that the Big 12 publicly suspended a Nebraska player, but yet did nothing to a Texas A&M player who looked like he was doing a little bit extracurricular activity when they were trying to go after a fumble. Can you kind of explain that? Was it just a coincidence how that broke out, or why the only person that was publicly suspended this year was a Nebraska player?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into the analysis of those other than to say that there's been a huge emphasis on trying to prevent concussions, brain injuries, obviously from the NFL, our level, high school levels, and so forth. And it's not just on the hit-or, it's the hit-e. So when there are efforts by players to tuck the chin and hit with the crown of the helmet, we're going to try to take that out of the game. And the rest of the plays that on all teams, and we've had them on all teams this year, where there may be some questionable play by a player, we'll manage that within the context of the program and let them know what our expectations are. And if we missed calls, we'll indicate to our officials that we expect a certain play to be called, and not everything is seen all the time.
Was that indicated to the officials after the Texas A&M game?
I'm not allowed to comment specifically on the officiating in any particular game by our bylaws that our board has set.
But it was reviewed and spoke with?
All the plays are reviewed, and we take whatever actions we need to take.